Problem tayo ngayon. Example problem number one. Okay? Sige, pakibasa nga to. Pakibasa nga yung problem natin. Mr. Aaron Marcelino. Pakibasa yung problem number one.
Calculate the design strength in kilonewton against yielding failure. Ay, yun ba yun?
Obviously, you need to start dito, no?
Ay, sorry, sir. Refer to figure shown below. The plates are PL 300 millimeter by 10 millimeter, and the bolts are 24 millimeter with standard hose. Assume A50 steel. Calculate the design strength in kilonewton against yielding failure. Determine the net area in millimeter squared and find the design strength in kilonewton against rupture failure.
Okay, sige. So, thank you, no? Um, so based sa problem, no? Yung problem natin, it involves splice plate connection as shown, no? So, single lang yan, no? Single tayo. Meron tayong top and bottom plate, or pwede mo sabihin right or left plate, no? So depende sa iyo. Meron tayong 3 by 3 configuration ng bolt holes. And malinaw naman dito yung mga values na gagamitin natin. Um but ang question ko is, ang hindi lang binigay kasi dito yung design procedure na gagamitin natin, no? Yung ASD and LRFD. Pero dito sa problem, meron ng clue no? Meron ng clue as we have discussed, no? So ano yung gagamitin natin on this one? LRFD or ASD?
LRFD po.
Okay, so sige, tama, LRFD, no? So bakit LRFD?
Nakalagay po design strength.
Okay, so sana malinaw yun sa ano no, sa mga sa iba, no? Design strength. Okay? So yun yung keyword natin. Okay? Design strength, so LRFD. And then pag sinabi kasing strength, no, alam niyo naman yan, yan yung maximum force na kayang i-carry or resist ng any member. Okay? Sige, so let's try to solve. Pero patulong na lang, no, para mabilis tayo. Okay? Section 3 CE-1. Okay, so let's try to solve problem number one. Okay. So yung letter item A, pinapahanap sa atin is yung design strength yielding failure. So item A. Ay, okay, so yielding daw, no? Yielding. So ang sabi natin kapag yielding, no, if we would go back again dun sa kunin natin tong itong figure natin para mas may makita natin. Kung kukunin natin yung figure na yan and ang usapan natin is yielding. So common sense yun, no? Common sense yun. Kung yielding, it would happen dun sa gross area. So kung gross area yon and sabihin natin sa top plate muna tayo magko-focus. Yung pinaka ano mo talaga, no? Yung pinaka gross area mo would be here, no? Would happen here. So pag tumingin ka sa top plate, andito yon. Okay? Yan yung gross area natin. Okay? Yielding daw eh. Okay? And and nung nag-section ka tayo, obvious din yon, no? Obvious din yon. Ang makikita mo is somehow um yung ganito, no? Ito yung makikita mo. Okay? Okay? Ito yung pinaka makikita mong section. Okay? Okay? And we have a dimension as per problem. Okay? Ang sabi, ang total width mo daw 300, thickness is 10 millimeter. Okay? So all in all, you will have this distance, no? 300 millimeter, and this distance naman, okay, na 10, no? 10 millimeter. Okay? Now, if we would go back dun sa formula ng yielding, okay, going back sa present natin kanina, okay? So alam niyo na to, no? The formula for nominal capacity is P sub n equals to area gross, no? Tapos Fy. Yan lagi yung magka-partner pagdating sa yielding, no? Yielding mode of failure. So we could say now na yung formula nga natin is P sub n is equal to area gross times R yield stress F sub y. Now, ang pinapagamit kasi sa atin as we have discussed, LRFD, no? LRFD. And this is nominal, no? Nominal value pa lang. So, going back dun sa formula, pag LRFD, ang pinapagamit, yung design strength talaga natin, P sub U is equal to P sub T times P sub N. So, i-list natin yung mga formulas na gagamitin natin, no? So, we could say now that P sub U is equal to um, the strength reduction factor P sub T times P sub N. Okay. Now, there's something that we could do to simplify our calculations. No? We could plug in yung value ng P sub N na ito. Okay? Na ito. So we could say na from this equation, we could simplify it further para isang calculation na lang. And then this would be our final values, no? Final values. So sige, i-solve natin 'yan. Okay? So P sub U now, or the design strength, no, of against yielding is equal to the P sub T, and yung value ng P sub T natin, okay? Ano yung value natin for yielding? 0.9, no? 0.9 as per code. Okay? 0.9. Okay? And then yung area gross daw natin, okay, going back tayo dun sa section cut, okay, gross area 300 by 10. Okay? 300 by 10, okay, times F sub Y. Okay? F sub Y. So yield stress. So again, no, dito, no, kapag ka sinabi A50, ano ba yung Fy na gagamitin natin? So alam niyo na to, no? Kahit nakapikit, no? Pero sige, i-reflect pa rin natin ngayon kasi nagsisimula tayo, no? Sabi natin, kapag ka A50 steel, yung counterpart niya na Fy is 345 MPa. 345 MPa. So gamitin natin yung 345 for our f sub y. Okay? MPa. Now, unit check tayo. Yung unit check natin na to, isang beses lang natin gagawin, no? For the rest of the equation, most likely pare-parehas na lang 'yon. So, i-simplify na natin. So, this is in millimeter, no? Yung 300. Yung 10 is in millimeter. Yung 345 is in MPa, no? MPa, no? Now, gusto kong i-emphasize, no? Again, alam niyo na to. 1 MPa, no? 1 MPa is equal to 1 Newton per millimeter squared. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, itong 345 na MPa na to, this is Newton millimeter squared. Okay? So, therefore, meron kang maka-cancel out, no? So, maka-cancel out tong millimeter. Okay? So, matitira is Newton, no? Newton. But in terms of calculation kasi ng capacity, ang gusto natin is kilonewton, no? Kilonewton. So, meron pa tayong conversion factor na kailangan i-account for this one. Okay? And alam na natin 'yon, no? Yung conversion factor na 'yon, okay? And that is since numerator siya, okay, yung Newton, therefore, we could say na Newton to kilonewton, no? You would have 1 kilonewton is equal to 1,000 Newton. Okay? Okay? Newton. So, simplify nga itong pinaka-equation natin. So, anong sagot dito? So, ganun, no?
9,
Divide 1,000 na lang lagi. Okay? So, yan to.
931.5.
931.5, no?
0.5.
Kilonewton. Okay? Sige. So, ito yung final answer natin. Okay? Final answer natin. So, for yielding, this is the design strength against yielding. Straightforward lang siya, di ba? Straightforward lang. Okay? Yung item B, determine the net area. Preparation lang yan for item C. Okay? Kasi hindi mo makakalculate yung rupture, no? Kapag wala kang net area. So, calculate muna natin yung net area. Okay? Net area daw. Okay? Okay? Sige, net area. Now, kung net area, yung ika-calculate natin, ganun pa rin, kailangan natin tong figure na to. Okay? Kukunin natin yung figure na yan. And, um, kung ito yung figure natin for our net area calculation, alam natin yung rupture natin would occur dito, no? Dito, kung saan meron kang bolt hole. So, tignan nyo na lang, no? Mag-rupture ako sa top plate. No? Top plate. So, ito yun, okay? Dito kasi, as per problem, parehas lang, okay? Let me emphasize. Bibigyan ka ng dalawang plate, no? Top plate and bottom plate. Ang first step is alamin mo kung sino yung critical na plate. Okay? So paano malalaman kung sino yung critical na plate? Yung critical na plate, siya yung plate na may pinakamaliit na area. Okay? Pinakamaliit na area. Kasi mas konti yung area na magre-resist dun sa applied load P. Since parehas lang naman yung width nung dalawang plate and parehas lang din naman yung thickness nung dalawang plate, ibig sabihin kahit yung top plate or yung bottom plate yung i-consider ko, parehas lang yung kakalabasan. Kasi same lang na load P yung binubuhat nung dalawang plate, no? Kung yung top plate meron kang load P, no? Yung bottom plate mo ganun din yung bubuhatin, no? So parang ano lang yan opposite in direction lang, no? Equal but opposite in direction. Okay? So dito, pagdating sa rupture, as we have discussed, usually, kung sa top plate tayo nakatingin, ang critical itong first line of fault, okay? In terms of the rupture. Okay? Now, let's calculate, no? Since nag-cut tayo dito, nagkaroon tayo ng section cut diyan. We need to we need to sketch ulit yung ating area, no? For the sake of this demonstration ulit, no? So ipakita natin yung ating sabihin natin ating pinaka-failure path, no? Pinaka-failure path ng ating rupture, okay? Or yung section natin, no? Okay? So we have supposedly this one is for gross area. So delete natin tong mga areas na to. And then lagyan natin ng width for for the bolt holes. So assuming na ito yung mga bolt holes natin, no? Ayan. Okay? Yan yung una. Okay? Dito sa section cut natin, tatlong bolt holes yung tinamaan, okay? So yun yung una, okay? Ito yung pangalawa na bolt holes. Ito yung pangatlo, okay? So, okay? So, ibig sabihin pala, kung area calculation yung kailangan nating i-calculate, no? Yung area talaga na magre-resist, sabihin natin kulay blue, no? Doon sa ating applied load na P, no? For this failure path, no? Is itong lang, no? Itong mga area na to. Ito talaga yung area ng plate na magre-resist. Okay? Okay? Obviously, hindi kasama yung bolt holes, no? Useless yung bolt holes natin. Okay? 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 And therefore, we need to determine if we want to calculate our areas, yung ating tinatawag na um, ito mga distance na to. Okay? Ito mga distance na to. Okay? Yung mga distance na yan. So, ito kasi yung mga distance na to, alam nyo naman na yan, no? Kasi na-discuss na natin yan kanina. Ito yung ating mga bolt holes. Okay? Ito yung mga ating mga bolt holes. Ang gagamitin natin dyan, yung pinaka design hole, no? Design bolt hole diameter. Okay? Okay? So sa ngayon, ang problem natin, wala pa tayong this capital D sub H, no, yung ating design hole diameter. Pero pwede na natin i-itemize yung mga parameters natin. No? Halimbawa, mag-start tayo on the given diameter of bolt, no? Okay? D sub B. Okay, which is ano yung binigay sa problem? Sa problem, gamit daw tayo ng 24 millimeter diameter. And ang clue for the whole dimension is standard. No? Gamit daw tayo ng standard. So 24 millimeter yung diameter of bolts. No? Okay? Now, para mas masolve natin to ng maayos, we need to go back dun sa table. No? Pagdating sa nominal hole dimensions calculation. Okay? Yung table na to, so copy natin yan, tapos dalhin natin dito para mas ma-reflect ng mas maayos. Okay? So, dito kasi, kung i-check natin, no, yung ating mga values, okay? Ang sabi sa problem, 24 millimeter na bolt diameter. Okay? Ito yung column na yon. Okay? Tapos, ang sabi niya, gamit ka daw ng standard. Okay? Gamit ka ng standard. So, ibig sabihin ng counterpart niya, no, na nominal hole dimension is 27. Okay? 27. Yan yung ating nominal hole dimension. Okay? So, sulat natin dito, no? Eh dito, small letter D sub H tayo, no? Sabi natin, we need to use 27 millimeter. Okay? Now, pagdating dito sa tinatawag nating tolerance, basically yung tolerance na yun lang yung uh, yung tawag dito, difference ng dalawa, no? So 27 times 24, so ibig sabihin, meron tayong 3 millimeter na tolerance, no? Mas malaki yung ating ah, hole dimensions by 3 millimeter, no? Para magkasya yung bolt natin. So we could say na yung ating tolerance na gagamitin natin dun mamaya on our calculation is equal to ano? Equal to 3 millimeter. Okay? Now, going back dun sa final formula natin, no? Napakita na natin kanina, that is this one. Okay? This one. So, i-copy na lang din natin ulit, no? Since yun yung formula natin, we could say na ito talaga yung pinaka-formula natin na gagamitin. Okay? So, that is the design of design diameter, diameter is the diameter of bolt plus tolerance plus the automatic 2 millimeter or the damage portion. Okay? So therefore, we can say now that um, the design, no, hole diameter D sub h is equal to the diameter of bolt plus the tolerance plus 2 millimeter, okay, for the damage portion. Okay, so we would have the diameter of hole is equal to the diameter of bolt, that is 24, no? Plus yung tolerance na na-calculate natin, 3 millimeter plus 2. Okay? So, all in all, we have the diameter of hole, design hole diameter na gagamitin natin equals to 29, no? 29 millimeter. Okay? 29 millimeter. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, na-define na natin, no? Yung dimension na to. Okay? Meron na tayong dimension na yan. And then, as we have mentioned, yung net area kasi, yun lang yun eh. Yung lahat, no? Yung sum ng area nung naka-highlight na yan. Nung naka-highlight na yan. Okay? So, ibig sabihin pala, kung i-define natin yung parang pinaka-formula talaga natin for area net, no? Based dun sa logic na yun, okay? We could say na yung ating um, net area, teka lang, no? Sige, dito na lang natin i-ano, isulat. Okay? Ibig sabihin pala yung ating net area or A sub n, no? By looking on that figure, kung babalikin natin tong figure na to, kung gusto natin makuha yung shade blue, no? Shaded area. Basically, ano lang yun eh, no? Yung diameter ng ating gross, no? Sorry, gross area, okay? Tapos ibabawas na lang natin yung area occupied by our bolt holes, no? Pag binawas natin yung area occupied by the bolt holes to our total or to our gross area, magkakaroon tayo ng blue shaded area, yung net area, no, na mag-resist dun sa applied load. Okay? So ibig sabihin, area net is equal to area gross, no, minus, no, yung area ng ating mga holes. Okay? Area ng ating mga holes. As simple as that. Okay? So, sige, calculate natin, no? So, we could say now that area net is equal to area gross, no? Again, total width natin is 300. Thickness natin is 10. Okay? Yung area ng isang holes natin, no? Again, area ng isang holes, 'di ba? As simple as ano lang 'yan eh, kung babalik tayo dito sa figure na 'to, ang area ng isang holes is the height niya, yung diameter of holes, times the thickness of your plate, no, which is yung 10 millimeter. Okay? So, as simple as that, no? Height times length or sabihin natin height times width, no? So yun nga, diameter of holes times thickness of plate. Yun yung area ng isang bolt holes. Okay? So again, diameter of hole na-calculate natin, that is 29. Okay? Yung width natin is 10. Okay? So 29 times 10. Okay? But then again, isang area pa lang kasi to or isang hole pa lang yan. Okay? So all in all, we have three na bolt holes. So ibig sabihin, we need to we need to multiply this one by 3, no? Number of holes. Okay? Okay? Multiplied by 3. Okay? So paki-summarize nga itong ating equation. So we have area net equals to ilan to?
2,130 po.
Okay? Okay, sige. 2,130
30.
millimeter squared. Okay? So okay na tayo sa area net, no? So ito na yung sagot natin. Okay? Bago natin i-end yung discussion for this one, gusto ko lang i-reflect ulit yung sa steel areas. Okay? Although pinakita na pala dito no for bolted plates, ayan no, the net area is the gross area minus the bolt holes. Um ano to? Bakit let me correct na lang to no, parang may mali tayo dito ah. Nangyari dito. I think this one is wala lang ah. Okay, sige. Let me parang ganito ata siya. Okay. Ayan, yan, sige. So yung ano natin, yung ating take note lang no. Pagdating sa bolted plates, meron pang sinasabi si code in terms of the area net and specifically nililimit niya yung area net natin to a certain value. Sabi niya in terms of the maximum limit, o maximum limit to no, hindi ka pwedeng lumampas dito. It's 0.85 AG no yung area net natin. Specifically for design of splice plate. Basta plate with holes applicable ka, no? Applicable ka. So gagamitin natin 'yon, no? Aside from this one, no, we need to account yung ating isa pang formula no which is as per the code no yung ating maximum limit na area net is equal to 0.85 AG. No? I-take note lang natin na this one is for tension plates, no? For tension plates. Okay, applicable to. Okay? So, sige, medyo ano lang natin, no? Bilisan natin para matapos tayo. We would have the area net, another value ng area net na we need to check out, no? So, we would have 0.85 no, times the area gross, 300 times the thickness, no? Okay, we would have area net equal to, so ilan to?
550 po, sir.
Okay, 2550. 2550. Okay? Millimeter squared. Okay? Now, ito ngayon yung question ko, no? Kasi meron tayong dalawang value ng area net. Okay? Yung isa 2130, isa 2550. Okay? So ngayon ang question ko is ano yung gagamitin natin on our calculations and bakit?
Yung mas maliit po, sir.
Okay? So tama yon. So, pero bakit mas maliit? Para may reasoning tayo. Bakit mas maliit?
Mas critical po, sir.
Mm Tama ka. Critical nga yung maliit. Bakit critical? Bakit critical yung maliit? Kasi maliit yung area na mag-resist, di ba? Yun nga yung sabi ko kanina, no? Di ba? Sa applied load. So, mas mababa yung magiging, ano mo, design strength value. Okay? So, tama yun. Okay? So, sige, since yung maximum limit natin, no, is this one, and this is greater than yung actual value ng area net na nakalculate natin, no? So, ibig sabihin, okay na tayo. No? Okay na tayo. Kasi nga, mas malaki siya eh, no? Mas malaki siya. Okay? Okay? So, sige, additional question. No? Halimbawa, naging, ano to, yung area net na actual, naging 2.7. Okay? Tapos yung maximum limit, ito pa din. Okay? So, sa case na yon, anong gagamitin natin? Okay? Yung 2.7 ba o yung 2.5? Obviously, yung 2.5 na, no? Kasi yun yung pinakamababa, yung mag-govern lagi. Okay? So, yun lang, no? Yun lang, gusto ko lang i-ano, gusto ko lang i-emphasize. Okay? Sige, so we already have the net area. Okay, tapos na tayo sa item B. We would now proceed dun sa C, no? Which is the design strength against structure failure. So, item C. Pero kunin ko na lang to para... Okay, rupture failure. Okay. So dito, wala na tayo masyadong sketch na kailangan gawin kasi na-sketch na natin sa area, eh, no? So we just need to go back on the formula. Ano ba yung sinasabi kay rupture? Again, the nominal capacity P sub n is equal to AEF sub u. Okay? So yun, no? Okay? So list out natin yung mga formulas natin. Okay? The nominal, okay, capacity for rupture is as simple as P sub n is equal to A sub E, okay? The effective area times F sub U. Okay? Now, kailangan natin ng design strength, meaning kailangan natin kunin yung P sub U, and ito yung formula. Okay? So, copy ulit natin P sub T times P sub N, no? Yung ating P sub U. Okay? Okay? Meron lang akong gustong ipapansin, no? Yung P sub U natin sa rupture, okay? Yung P sub U natin sa rupture, kung i-compare natin sa P sub U sa yielding, okay? Ito. P sub U sa yielding. Parehas lang. Okay? Kasi nga, generic formula to. Okay? Ang magkaiba, itong parang nominal capacity. Okay? So, generic, so parehas lang. Okay? Now, ganun pa rin, no? Discard natin, no? So, we already have this one. So, might as well simplify this one by plugging in yung value ng P sub n, which is ito. Okay? Copy natin yan. And this would be our enhanced formula. Okay? Now, ang problem, no, ano lang, no, ano ko lang, i-take note ko lang pala dito na this one is critical or it should, governs, no? Okay? Um, ang problem is yung nakalculate natin na area as of the moment, area net, no? Wala pa tayong A sub E. Okay? So, ano ba ibig sabihin ng A sub E, no? Puna tayo dun sa still areas calculation. Yung A sub E daw, or the effective net area A sub E is this equation, no? A sub E is equal to the area net, no? Area net times the factor, the letter U, which is the shear lag factor, no? Shear lag factor. So yung pala yun, no? Yung pala yung formula ng effective area, no? So ang sabi sa code, the effective area is equal to the shear lag factor U times area net. Now, meron na kasi tayong area net. Na-calculate na natin yung area net, no? Ito, andito sa taas. Okay? Ang question ngayon is, ano yung shear lag factor natin? Okay? Ano yung shear lag factor natin? Now, yung shear lag factor natin for this problem is actually equal to 1. No? Equal to 1. Now, yung explanation kung bakit equal to 1 yan, paki-hold muna on your mind, no? Darating tayo sa shear lag. I-explain ko doon kung bakit equal to 1, no? But let me repeat again, no? Let me repeat again, no? Ah, para mas malinaw lang, no? Isulat natin dito. This is the effective net area, no? A sub E. I-emphasize ko lang, no? The shear lag factor for uh, this case is 1.0. Yung explanation, we would explain pagdating sa shear lag, okay? But for all, no? Again, for all tension plates, no? For all tension plates, applicable pa rin to, no? For all tension plates, the shear lag factor U is always equal to 1. Explanation, the shear lag factor natin pupuntahan, okay? Now, since ito na from this equation, medyo yung AE natin is equal to this equation. So might as well plug in dito. Okay? So ang matitira is yung kulang na F sub U. Okay? So ito yung magiging parang pinaka-final equation natin. Okay? Now, okay na to, no? Okay na to and complete na yung given natin. We could now plug in yung mga values natin. Okay? So yung values natin is again yung P sub T, no, for rupture, no? P sub T for rupture, binigay na to. Palit tayo doon. Okay, for rupture daw, the P sub T is 0.75. Okay? 0.75. So we have 0.75, okay? Multiplied by the shear lag factor U equals to 1.0. Area net, yung nakalculate natin kanina. Okay? That is this one. Okay? Okay? Multiplied by F sub U. Okay? Multiplied by F sub U. Now, on this one, since A50 steel yung gagamitin natin, again, ito yung table natin, no? Ito yung table natin. So, ang counterpart nung A50 pagdating sa FU is 448 MPa, no? So, gamitin natin yon 448 MPa. Now, again, no? Divide 1,000 para maging kilonewton. So, we would have our strength, no? Design strength against rupture equal to ilan?
715.68 po.
Okay, sige. 715.68 daw. Okay? Sige. Okay? So, i-finalize natin yung mga sagot natin, no? So, ito yung sa yielding, ito yung sa area net, and ito naman yung ating rupture, okay? Design strength on rupture, okay? So, basically, okay na, kompleto na yung ating um, sagot, and that actually uh, close out itong problem na to, no? Unless may question kayo, may clarification, meron bang malabo on this problem before we proceed on the next topic? Okay, good. Malinaw na walang nagtatanong eh. Sige. Ito ngayon ang tanong ko, no? Ito ngayon ang tanong ko kasi ayaw niyo magtanong eh. Ako magtatanong, no? Ngayon, since if gusto nating mag-formulate ng conclusion, lumalabas na yung design strength for yielding is 9315. Okay? 9315 yung for yielding. Okay? So, while yung kay Rapture naman, yung na-calculate natin, no, na 700. Okay? Formulate tayo ng conclusion. Okay? Okay, ito yung Rapture na capacity or strength ng ating connection. Okay? So ngayon ang question ko, meron tayong dalawang design strength considering different mode of failure. Okay? Ang tanong ko, what would be our final design strength? Yung mabababa or yung mataas? At bakit?
Hello po.
Yes, Mr. Bernardo.
Bernardo po,
Joseph.
sir. Opo.
Yes. Mm-mm.
Need po natin yung mas maliit po na desired strength. Kasi po pag umabot po kasi doon sa, kunyari, pinili po natin yung mas malaki, sir. Ang mangyayari po nun, hindi na po aabot doon sa desired strength, magma-maximum na po kaagad siya, kaya magpa-fracture po siya. Kaya mas kinakailangan po natin yung mas maliit po na desired strength para pumatak po siya doon sa hindi siya magpa-fracture.
Okay, so tama yun, no? Tama yun. Yung, ang kukunin natin lagi, yung maliit na value. Okay? Yan tama din explanation niya. Okay? So halimbawa, ano, sa drawing, no? Sa drawing, or sinabi mo sa client, ang pinili mo itong mataas. So sinasabi mo na 931 kilonewton yung capacity ng member mo bago mag-fail, no? Nilagay mo sa drawing, ito yung capacity ng connection mo. Pero yun nga, no? Hindi ka pa nakakarating dito sa 931, 715 ka pa lang. Nag-fail na agad yung connection mo kasi nga, yun lang yung capacity niya against rupture. Okay? So, ang pinaka-safe na sagot, no? Ay kunin mo yung pinakamaliit, no? Hanggang dito lang yung connection mo, no? Sabihin mo sa user, hanggang dito lang yung connection mo. Huwag mong sosobrahan. Okay? Okay? So, tama yun, yung pinakamababa. Okay? Okay? Very good. Okay?